everyone, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to Sash Reads, and this is some of the new authors I read in 2021. So 2021, I read actually a lot of new authors to me. I didn't really read a lot of authors I've read before. I think I can only think of maybe Casey McQuiston, Katie Roberts, maybe that's all. I really can't remember. I just want to talk about 7 of them today because this is a 7 on Sunday prompt, even though it's not Sunday, so just bear with me. Now, the first author I want to talk about, probably one of my favorite new authors. He's definitely an auto-buy author, auto-read author now, and that is TJ Klune. He wrote 2 books that I read this year. One was Under the Whispering Door, and the other one was House in the Cerulean Sea. The way TJ Klune writes is just so mystical, but he writes grief so well. It's definitely a new auto-buy author for me. The next author that I absolutely love, I believe it's her debut, but I'm not quite sure, and that's Andrea Stewart. She wrote The Bone Shard Daughter, which came out in 2020. But I read it early 2021 and I just loved her writing. She writes fantasy really well, and the world building didn't mess me up, so that was pretty good. Another author that I read from this year that was new to me is Jessie Q Sutanto. She wrote Dial A for Aunties, and I loved, it was just so funny, and she's just got great writing, like a mystery, but she had lots of twists and turns, and I'm really excited to read more from Jessie Q Sutanto. Another new to me author was Samantha Mabry. The book I read from her this year was Tigers Not Daughters, and it was just such a beautiful writing, magical realism, and I don't think I've really read much magical realism before, but just the way that Samantha Mabry wrote these characters and just the setting, it was just very beautiful, and I'm excited to read more from her. Another new author I really love is Erica Waters. She wrote The River Has Teeth. The way she could write this story where Dell is trying to save her mum, but also not fall for this popular girl, but she had some really creepy elements too, and that's what I loved. I went into this book hoping for something creepy, and that's what I got. So I really liked that, and I'm really excited to read more from Erica Waters. Rivers Solomon is another author I want to read more from. Wrote Sorrowland, which I read this year. Absolutely love that book, but I think everyone raves about Rivers Solomon, and I'm so glad that I finally got around to reading one of their books, and I'm keen to pick up more from them. And last but not least, I want to talk about S.A. Chakraborty. I know that she's had books out for a while now, but I've only just read City of Brass this year, and I loved it. I loved how, I'm pretty sure it's an adult fantasy, but it wasn't too confusing for me. I really have trouble wrapping my head around adult fantasy sometimes. So the way that she wrote The City of Brass, and it kind of it's a good stepping stone to trying to get into adult fantasy if all you've read is young adult fantasy. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to read more from her as well. So those are just some authors that I have first read from this year that I really enjoyed, and I'm keen to read more from. Let me know if you've got any new to you authors that you've read from this year that you just absolutely you're yeah, this is an auto-buy author from now on. Let me know down below so I could check them out. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And next time you see me will hopefully be tomorrow for more 12 Days of Bookmas. I've not been in focus this whole time. Oh no.